Hello, friends. 777 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. In southern war zone on Kherson front, no changes. Krinky Bridgehead and Antonovsky Bridge, where Ukrainians are holding a small portion of land, continues to be in their possession, despite all artillery and other form of attacks by the Russians. Russian army also managed to shrink the Krinky bridgehead further by a sudden raid where they even captured few of the Ukrainian soldiers. On Zaporizhia front, Russian army advanced approximately 100 meters towards Robotin and also between Robotin and Verbov about 200 meters. Offensive operations by the Russians continuing northwest of Verbov. Rimivki salient positional battle continuing towards Staromayorsk, no other changes. In east on Marinka front, south of it towards Novomikhailivka, Russians advanced 200 meters from the western side. Now they hold 90% of this village. While north of Marinka, that is towards Krasnohorivka, Russians advanced another 200 meters from the southern side. Ukrainians have brought in fresh reinforcement towards Pobeda Novomikhailivka and Pobeda Zorzivka line. As far as Zorzivka, that is west of Marinka, is concerned, heavy fight continuing and no other changes otherwise. On Bakhmut front in northern flank, Bohdanivka, which had been captured in last few days, the Russians advance further towards Kalinovka. West of Bakhmut, that is Krasnoye, Russians advance approximately 100 meters and also they gained between Krasnoye and Bahdonivka about 300 meters. Chasov Yar, Russians have been pressing and advancing slow but steadily towards the eastern side of Chasov Yar. Heavy fight continues even in the southern direction. Because of the extreme pressure on Ukrainian army in the north, northwest and west of Bakhmut, they have been not able to give proper attention towards Klishivka and Kurdyumovka, where Russians have made some tactical gains. On Avdiivka front, Nevelsky, Russians made some gains towards the west of it, where previously they had lost. Pervomaisky, after retreating, Ukrainians have launched heavy artillery attack in bid to stop further advance of the Russian army. West of Avdiivka, Umansky fight is on, also towards Semyonovka and Berdichi, tactical gains for Russian army. Novokalinovka, that is north of Avdiivka, Russians have advanced almost a kilometer and now very close to this particular village. North of Soledar, that is Siversk region, a daring attack by the Russian army took place towards Vimka from Vesely direction, where their troops rode on motorcycle to reach fort position and occupied some of the territory. As far as Belgorovka is concerned, on the eastern outskirts, Russians have made some gains. ISW says that Russian army has made confirmed advances near Kreminna, that is north, Bakhmut, Avdiivka, Donetsk city, that encompasses Marinka. Basically, the Russians are continuing the advance in the eastern sector and adjacent areas. Interdiction missions last 5 or 6 days, Russians have been concentrating their bombings in Kharkiv and Kryvyi Rog, hitting tank avionic production plants, drones, etc. They also hit a large repair hub, that is in Chasiv Yar, various other energy production centers like in Odisha, Poltava, Lviv, Nikolaev, and they have also targeted military hubs as well as their training centers. Their uses of FAB's bombs have increased appreciably. As per the British intelligence, Russians increasing productions of FAB 500,000 and 3,000 kgs. And Ukrainians do not have enough resources to counter that. In North, Russians' activities have increased appreciably as per Ukrainian channels after a long scale reorganization, though there is no significant changes since last 5 to 6 days. Fight is on in and around Sinkivka, where they made some small gains, Kislivka, Petropavlovka, and also towards Terny. Palestine Israel Middle East, no changes as far as Gaza Strip is concerned, skirmishes and raids continuing from both the sides. IDF carried out airstrikes in central Gaza, killing almost 14 of the Palestinians. Iranian naval commander said that it could close Strait of Hormuz if it wanted to due threat from Israel's presence in UAE, but that it is not choosing yet to do so. As far as humanitarian aid in Gaza is concerned, UNRW has said that 50% of supplies are blocked in northern Gaza. Egypt's proposal for peace in Gaza is being considered both by Hamas and Israel. Let us wait for the outcome. There is a news that India is becoming capital center of cancer. Extremely sad. That's all, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you.